Hello there. Once again, the weather is making the headlines across the US with a powerful storm system making its way eastwards. We've already had one set of storms on Wednesday, and Friday is bringing more of the same. Now, these big thunderstorms, they produce very heavy rain, large hail, and more importantly, the tornadoes. Now, these affect parts of the Midwest, and they do become more common at this time of year as we start to get into spring. Now, we're seeing the tail end of Wednesday's storm system moving out of the way, but here is this cluster of clouds starting to move across the plains, and this is the genesis for this next storm. Now, the reason that we get all these tornadoes at this time of year is the contrast in the air masses. We've got cold air flooding down from Canada. We've got warm air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. And where these two meet, that's where we start to see this battleground. And this is where the big storms get set off. And this is where we see the tornadoes. Now, we do have these strong upper level winds coming up over the top, the moist southwesterlies coming in underneath. And what starts to happen is where these two air masses meet, where we have this strong wind shear, if you like, this difference in the winds from low to high levels in the atmosphere, and we start to see things beginning to rotate. That is the ripe conditions for tornado formation, and that's why they occur in this part of the world. Now, we can see what we've got going on at the moment then for Friday is this area of low pressure, this big push of mild air. They're heading up towards Ohio. This is going to be a real focus for these storms. So we're looking at places like Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee as well, all a real focus for some intense thunderstorms and tornadoes. Now, the northern portion of this storm will head its way across the lakes, meeting that cold air across Canada. So we'll see further significant snowfall up towards northern parts. Eventually, the wet weather will clear away from the northeast there, but it looks like by Saturday we'll still have the tail end of that cold front heading down across many eastern states and into the deep south as well. So again, there's going to be a focus here for some really big thunderstorms on Saturday, so we won't be out of the woods just yet. Eventually, for the second half of the weekend, I think things will calm down, but we will keep you posted on that, of course. And if you are local to the area, do heed any warnings that come out, because those tornadoes, of course, do cause significant damage.